Hey, you're the one who killed Elaine Dufont up in Ralbata. Oh yeah, word about that got around. Man was a piece of bandit trash, is what I hear.
Spare a few coins to help someone who's got nothing.
Every night, I walk around the Grey Quarter and let them grayskins know what I think of them.
My advice, don't listen to that talk of the face sculptor down in the Ragged Flagon. Face Butcher is more like it from what I heard.
If you're looking for a handout, you want to speak with my husband. Bully's around somewhere, planning to feed the poor with his nonsense about Mara.
What do you want?
If your allegiance lies with the Empire, we haven't much to discuss.
Here for a room or something to drink? Show me. Riften's biggest exports used to be fishing and honey until the Blackbriar family moved in. Now the meadery is the biggest game in town. If Maven Blackbriar keeps raising prices on meat, I've already told that buffoon that I'm not paying you people a single coin. Look around you. I'm barely keeping this rat hole together. Good, and I'm not paying any of you a single septim. Ever! Now get out of my inn.
Yeah, what do you want? If this is about the meadery, we can talk later.
Look, I already said Shadra doesn't owe me a thing, so get off my back.
You're not from around here. Imperial spy, perhaps?
I met her when I wandered into Riften a few years ago. Been smitten with her ever since. In fact, I'm thinking of asking her to marry me. In Blackmarsh, tradition dictates we present a potential mate a unique wedding ring to represent our future bond. I already have the gold band, but all I need are 3 flawless amethysts to complete the setting. I don't know what to say. Such kindness is unheard of in these times. Here, I want you to accept this as payment for your sacrifice. And well, we both thank you. They're vermin. Garbage. They're exactly what makes this city such a horrible place to live. How appropriate they should live in the Ratway with the rest of the trash. Disgusting. Ruined sewers filled with goodness knows what. There's an entrance down by the canal, but I'd highly advise you to stay out of there. It's the Thieves' Guild's territory. 3, in fact. They're my own recipe. Brought them over here from my days as a bartender in Gideon. First is the Velvet Lechance, which is a mixture of blackberry, honey, spiced wine, and a touch of nightshade. Perfectly safe, I assure you. Second, we have the White Gold Tower, which is heavy cream with a layer of blended mead, lavender, and dragon's tongue on top. Last, and only for the bravest of souls, we have the Cliff Racer, which is firebrand wine, cyrodiilic brandy, Flynn, and Sujamma. With the rumors going around about how poorly your guild's been doing, she's become much too bold. I'm not that foolish. The last thing I want is a war with your people. Look, I'm only telling you this because I care for her. Don't mistake this as acceptance for what you do. Kirava has some family at a farm just inside of Morrowind. If you mention you know about it, she might just listen to you. Just please don't harm anyone. I couldn't bear the thought. If you'll excuse me, I have other things to attend to.
I'm not paying you or Brynjolf a single coin. Now get out of my tavern. No, and I never will. Now get out of my inn. How could you possibly know about... Please, my family means too much to me. Don't hurt them. Very well. Here. Take this back to Brynjolf and tell him he'll have no more trouble from me. Now what did you want? I already paid you. Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to you. Right this way.
You want to talk to me? After everything you've done?
Look, I already said Shadra doesn't owe me a thing, so get off my back.
Your allegiance lies with the Empire.
Sorry, I'm afraid I can't help you much right. It was my sister, Lilia. She served as a battle maiden with the Stormcloaks. We recently heard she'd been killed. I find it difficult to talk about. Perhaps you'd be better off speaking to my parents about it. Anyway, I'm glad my work at the Blackbriar Meadery keeps me busy. Helps me keep my mind off of things. My father was a Stormcloak soldier in his younger days. Now he just walks the streets spewing his hatred and propaganda. My mother is the priestess of Talos. She tends to the shrine and teaches his ways. I'm just not so sure she's delivering the right message. Don't mistake my political beliefs as a substitute for my family values. They're still my parents, and I love them dearly. I just think they've let my sister's death skew their outlook on Ulfric and what he really brings to the table with this war. I'm not so certain that Ulfric's intentions are as noble as they think. I think Ulfric cares about Ulfric, and the rest is a smokescreen. I'd appreciate if you kept my opinion between us. The last thing I want to do is have my parents lose another child. Yes, actually. I'm partnered with Maven Blackbriar. I put up a chunk of the gold she needed to get the place off the ground. We've been staggeringly successful so far. In fact, I'm almost surprised how quickly she's generated business for us. My name may not be on the label, but some of my blood, sweat, and tears are in every drop. Figuratively, of course. It's been good talking to you.
You're not from around here. Imperial spy, they mean to take our history and crush it all in the name of some damn treaty. The soil beneath our feet is steeped in the blood of our ancestors. We've fought for this land, and died for it. I lost my own daughter to the Imperial dogs, and by Talos I'll not lose anyone else. Lilia joined the Stormcloaks many years ago, when the first of the skirmishes broke out across Skyrim. I was so proud of her. She served as a battle maiden, using her healing arts to help those that fell on the battlefield. Never even lifted a blade in her life. It didn't matter. The Imperial soldiers cut her down, killed her like a dog, and left her body to rot in the mud. And that's why I won't rest easy until every single Imperial soldier joins her, and Ulfric sits upon the throne of Skyrim. Support Ulfric or die trying. There's nothing in between.
Why hire a common soldier to protect you when you can have a master of the arcane?
Yes?
Settle for just stabbing your foes when you can roast them alive in a gout of arcane fire.
Looking for work? I need someone to deliver a message to Sibby Blackbriar. Ah, well, I recently approached Sibby Blackbriar about buying Frost, one of the finest breeding horses in Skyrim. He agreed to sell. I paid Sibby half the cost of Frost up front, but before he could deliver, Maven had him locked up. Sibby believes this exempts him from our deal. It does not. I want you to talk to Sibby for me. Then I want you to bring me Frost and the lineage papers that prove the horse's worth. Ah, you're a smart woman. That's exactly what I wanted to hear. Head to the Riften jail and talk to Sibby. Get him to tell you where Frost and his lineage papers are and bring them to me outside Riften. You'll be well paid for your time. I'm not exactly comfortable around guards or jails. Definitely not when associates of mine have been locked up. No, I'll meet you outside of town. No idea, but whatever he did, it must have angered Maven. No guard would lock up a Blackbriar without the old lady's permission. I'll meet you outside of town.
Look, I already said Shadra doesn't owe me a thing, so get off my back.
Go on then. Deliver my message to Go on then. Deliver my message to Sibby.
You are trying my patience, citizen. Back away. Now.
I presume you're bothering me for a good reason.
Spotted! Fall back!
I'll spare you, for now. You are trying my patience, citizen. Back away. Now. Last mistake. Time to end this little game. I can do this all day! I've suffered worse during training. I cannot best you.
Give up while you still can!
Give up while you still can.
Boost!
Victory is yours, I submit. Not like this.
That's the best you can do?
Enough!
You won't get away.
I presume you're bothering me for a good reason.
you're doing? Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunting. Something in the old fort near Riften.
I can take you to any... Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. You ever met one of them cats? Jeez, they call themselves. Here, there's whole countries full of them down south.
Ah, at last. I've been anxiously awaiting your return. Yes, I know. As does Astrid. You have done well, and have earned both your reward and a bonus, as I have mentioned. But you should know that we have a more pressing matter to deal with. It's... Cicero. There's been an incident. You should proceed into the sanctuary. I'll let Astrid explain.